I found a lost dog in the woods. Then I saw its collar. I live in a small, quiet town in Oregon, right next to a massive state park. Last month, I was sitting on my back porch around dusk when I heard a faint, desperate whimpering coming from the tree line. I grabbed my flashlight and walked a few yards into the woods. Standing behind a thick oak tree was a beautiful, pure white German shepherd. It looked terrified, shivering and covered in dirt. As a dog lover, I couldn't just leave it there. I approached slowly, speaking in a calm voice, and managed to gently grab its collar. The dog didn't have a name tag, but it did have a small, heavy plastic box attached to the back of the collar. I assumed it was a standard GPS pet tracker. I led the dog inside my house, gave it some food and water, and decided to post its picture on a local Facebook group to find the owner. About 20 minutes later, my phone rang. It was an unknown number. When I answered, a deep, breathing voice spoke immediately. "Thank you for taking care of my dog," the man said. "I'm standing outside your house. Open the front door." A chill went down my spine. I hadn't posted my address on the Facebook group. I looked out the living room window, but my driveway was completely empty. "Where are you?" "I don't see your car," I said, my voice shaking. The man chuckled softly. "Look closer at the collar. That's not a GPS tracker. It's a live streaming camera. I've been watching your entire house through the dog's eyes. You have a very nice kitchen." Panic set in. I looked down at the dog. The small plastic box had a tiny, glowing blue lens pointing directly up at my face. Suddenly, I heard heavy footsteps loudly crunching on the gravel path right outside my back porch door. The exact door I had left wide open. I didn't hesitate. I grabbed my car keys, bolted out the front door with the dog, jumped into my car, and locked the doors just as a tall figure in a black hoodie stepped out from the side of my house. I slammed on the gas and drove straight to the police station. The police searched my property that night, but the man was gone. However, they confirmed the collar contained a military-grade spy camera broadcasting to an untraceable server. I ended up officially adopting the dog, but I've since installed a high-security fence and blackout curtains on every single window. I still can't shake the terrifying realization that the dog wasn't lost at all. It was sent as a scout. 2. The Whispering House. In 1998, the Miller family bought an old Victorian mansion in the woods of Maine. The price was unbelievably low, but the real estate agent neglected to mention why. The locals called it the Whispering House. During their first week, 10-year-old Toby started talking to the walls. His mother, Sarah, assumed it was just an imaginary friend. But then the noises began. Every night at exactly 3:14 a.m., the floorboards upstairs would creak, sounding like heavy footsteps pacing back and forth. One evening, Sarah woke up to a freezing cold bedroom. She looked at the baby monitor on her nightstand. Toby's room was completely dark, but the audio feed was crystal clear. She heard a raspy, distorted voice repeating her son's name. "Toby! Toby!" Terrified, Sarah rushed down the hallway and burst into Toby's room. The room was empty. The window was locked from the inside. She looked down at the floor and saw a small, old notebook hidden under his bed. She opened it. Toby had filled dozens of pages with a single sentence written over and over again in messy handwriting. "It says if I don't open the basement door, it will take me inside the walls." Suddenly, a loud, violent thumping echoed from directly beneath her feet. Sarah slowly walked down to the kitchen, following the sound. It led straight to the basement door. The heavy iron bolt lock, which they always kept securely fastened, was now slid completely open. From the pitch-black darkness of the basement, Toby's voice softly called out, "Mommy, come see. The house wants to tell you a secret."